this is our Christmas card to you. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to the Gastlecast. We're glad you're there. You get the right time. We had an all-time high. Funko's hot toys and charms don't mind. Stick around, like, comment, and be sure to subscribe because life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. Hey, life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. Hey, life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. And remember, if you tell along, we are together. Yes.
Well, Heather, I don't know if you can feel it in the air or not, but it's Christmas.
Actually, it's Christmas Eve, but when we post this video, it will be Christmas. Sorry to shatter the illusion.
Why the f***? It's Christmas, everybody! Merry Christmas to you and yours. In today's video, we're gonna be ridiculously positive because there's a lot of great things happening over at Funko, even though everything's a f***ing disaster! But I want to point out all the good things.
That sounds like a great plan.
If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Also hit that like button. Show us a little bit of love because we're going to show you love.
Well, actually, we're showing Funko a lot of love.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Okay.
Give us some Christmas kisses. No. That's for Easter. Also, make sure you head over to our Patreon at patreon.com/Gastlecast and show us a little bit more love and support. We need some of your kisses.
Does that make us sex workers?
So let's get right into the love of Funko. Anytime I hear the word Funko, I typically get a raging I'm right now.
I don't see anything.
I have it tucked in.
Tucked into what?
So let's start off with our very first positive thing that Funko has done this year.
Do you have anything?
Huh? I thought you made the list.
I couldn't think of anything.
They're steps away at being in a Dollar General.
They're making way too many pops.
Let's just think about good things. Just, hey, think.
Chris, I'm really trying. I got it. Funko, thank you so much for letting us buy your products this year. Merry Christmas!
Well, we'll catch you guys next time!
Bye!
No, I actually did make a list.
I made a list too, and I checked it twice. Get it? Because it's Christmas.
It's Christmas Eve, you lying piece of shit.
Do you want to know the main reason why I made a list? Because I wanted to see who's naughty. Do you like my shoulders?
I mean, that's not hot. All right, so we did make a list of things. The first one being that Brian Mariotti's in charge. Remember at the beginning of the year where they dethroned Brian Mariotti and then they rethroned him at the end of the year?
They f***ed everything up, but now they're trying to make it better again by doing what they did before.
You know that old saying, shit or get off the pot? He got off the pot and now he's shitting again.
Wait, is this supposed to be positive? Is he shitting all over Funko?
Having Brian Mariotti back in the driver's seat at Funko feels good. When we had Paul Motter in the driver's seat, it didn't feel good. It felt like he was more after the money aspect of the company, where Brian Mariotti is more of a creative. And I feel like things might go in a better direction this year.
I think so too, and I think that when you're running a toy company, you do have to have a business mind in it, but you also have to have a collector mind in it. And there needs to be a good balance. Where Brian Mariotti, I feel like he's really good with business and collecting. If you watch the Making Fun documentary, you'll understand what I mean when Brian Mariotti is more of a collector and Perlmutter, not so much.
Is Perlmutter in the documentary?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they give a tour of his office and it's like nothing, but Brian Mariotti has all of like his Hanna-Barbera in it.
I don't know. The number 2 positive thing of this year is that they had more NFT drops. And before you attack us, I just want to say that this was a good thing for collectors, specifically because Funko stopped dropping limited items on Funko.com. So instead we got them through the NFTs. And that makes me excited.
I do love the fun in Funko NFTs, and I think it is a brilliant business move on Funko's part. They're making quite a bit more money off of those than they would physical drops.
Absolutely. And every drop that goes up, for the most part, sells out pretty quickly. Only one that I know that did not sell out was Game of Thrones.
Oh, that's the only one?
Oh,
not the
DC?
100,000 DC drop?
There were some that did not sell out, like Game of Thrones and DC Series 2, which was ridiculously huge.
Like?
Tommy Lee.
Yeah, my man Tommy, ridiculously huge.
our number 3 of what Funko has done positive in 2022, and that's releasing cool.
Funko has always released really cool stuff, but as the years go on, their gets cooler and cooler and cooler.
Specifically, I like that Funko started doing 3-liter sodas. I love 3-liter sodas, and so far, I haven't found one I did not like. And we're talking about characters like Iron Giant, Baymax, Juggernaut, and now we're getting a Hulk that just dropped recently on Funko.com. And I want to see more like this from Funko.
You know something else that they recently came out with that's really cool is that 10-inch Darth Vader.
Oh my god!
It's pretty impressive, but it's not quite as impressive as...
I don't know.
Tommy Lee.
No. This thing's amazing. Look at this base. It like lights up underneath him. It's like the scene from Empire Strikes Back. This guy is badass. There's no like voice stuff out of this. All their characters like in their little cartoons do not speak at all. It would be cooler if we heard James Earl Jones' voice in this thing, but I'm okay with just some sound effects. Breathing sound effects, lightsaber sound effects, that is enough for me.
You know what's really up? Because there's no talking, it literally sounds like the battery's short-circuiting. And it's like one of those toys you got as a kid where it's like supposed to talk, but it doesn't anymore because it's so up. Number 4! Good con exclusives. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but there have been a lot of recent mediocre con drops, and I feel like they're getting their footing back again. Do you remember last year when they did like a basketball Freddy and the Play-Doh mascot?
Oh god, that was trash.
It was so garbage.
This year they have totally stepped their game up, and we've gotten things like Luffy on the Mary.
Yeah, people go crazy over that. I still don't understand it. It's a cool pop, but...
And this piece, Luffy with Thousand Sunny, which we're actually giving away. And you can find the video where we're giving this Funko Pop away down in the description below. Go and watch that video and use the hashtag that we give you in that video. We're gonna select somebody next week to win.
And you can't forget one of the best of this year, which was Neville with the Cornish Pixies.
Also the glow-in-the-dark Sonic the Hedgehog. And these epic pieces that came from this year's San Diego Comic-Con. These are amazing. This is the Penguin and the Duck, and this is Miss Minutes from Loki. I love both of these pieces so much, and these are some of the best pieces that we've gotten at a con in many years. The con exclusives have been awesome, and we hope to see even better in 2023. Number 5, the box of fun that happened this summer, and also the box of fright that happened this past fall. Those 2 boxes were really great. You can say what you want about them. You can trash the box of fright, but the box of fright was fun in my opinion as a horror collector.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun. Still don't understand the Squid Game stuff though.
Yeah.
Like that's a bit of a reach. I understand there was some like crazy that happened on that show, but I wouldn't call it horror.
But we did get a Freddy Funko as Nosferatu, which was great, and the Freddy Funko as the creature from the Black Lagoon, another great piece. Love that particular box, although I would like to see it amped up a little bit more next year, just like the box of fun that we got this year, which was insane.
Yeah, it was crazy.
The box of fun that happened this past summer was the best box of fun that's ever been dropped ever, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
And in some ways, people could argue that this box of fun was better than the box that was handed out at Fun Days because they offered so many different fan favorite characters.
We're not being negative about what was handed out at Fun Days at all. We just think that the diversity in the at-home box was much greater than what was handed out at Fun Days.
Variations of Freddy Funko were in the box of fun this year, and they were all pretty stellar. We had different variations of Darth Maul. There was a glow-in-the-dark one as well. There was also a different variation of Thor, which was metallic. There was a lot of offerings in that box. It might have been the most fun thing that happened from Funko this year, and I feel like with what we saw in this box, it's only going to get better in 23.
Oh, absolutely. Or what if it gets worse?
Oh my god, I hope
because they can't top it.
Because the year before, remember it had a bunch of Olympic sort of like sport characters?
Yeah, I was not into that.
Oh, it was horrible. This was so much better. And lastly, Funko has given us so much news to report this year, and that is a big thing to be thankful about.
Is it Thanksgiving?
No, but I'm thankful that it's been good this year. I don't know. If it weren't for their f***ups, we wouldn't be here making videos. Like that's mainly what we talk about is when Funko f***s up, so keep f***ing up, Funko, we like it.
Okay. You always get mad when I f*** up, but if Funko f***s up, then they deserve a f*** award.
I love it. It's great.
Seriously, thank you, Funko, for being amazing all of the time, year after year, but we are especially grateful for everything that you've done this year, and we're so excited to see the future of Funko.
And some people might say that we're too negative and we dog Funko way too much, but that's not true. We just want to point out the things that we dislike, so maybe Funko will make some changes and make things better.
Chris.
Similar to my Zordon change that happened with the Zordon Funko Pop from the Power Rangers NFT line. As you can see, the name there is Chris Gastlecast. So if it weren't for me, that Funko Pop would have never changed. So if you ever see me, if we meet in person, just give me a couple pats on the back. That's the only thank you I need.
That's gonna be written on your headstone, isn't it?
That and an outline of my really ridiculously large
Here lies Christopher Gast. Loving husband and father, who also changed the Zordon NFT Pop. No, Christopher Gast changed the Zordon NFT Pop. Also a loving father and husband.
Yeah, that should come first. So those are the positive things we think Funko did this year.
Thank you, Funko!
We love ya.
In every video, we like to shout out to some of our amazing patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to
Dave Adler, Scott Jones, Fried Peanut Butter and Jelly, Desert Dog, Shadow Force, Luton a Boot, Mason Bradshaw, Felicia Lynn, James Thomas, and Nick Mastermico. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys rock. And a big shout out to all of our patrons again. You guys are amazing. And to all the viewers who stayed until the very end of the video, we appreciate you. Merry Christmas to all of you. Eat a lot, have fun with your friends and family, and open up a lot of gifts. Remember, as always, we are together, yes. We'll catch you next time.
Bye. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!